Hey everybody, we are back with some more Oblivion Remastered. It's been a little while IRL. Why am I running so fast? I feel like I'm running faster than I was before. I had a bit of grief actually getting this set up. The first time I tried to open the game, it like refused to load, but it worked this time, which is good. Let's grab some mushrooms. Alrighty, so I was sort of tossing up what I want to do, and I think, yeah, I just want to try the Knights of the Nine. I don't really remember much about the Knights of the Nine DLC, though I do remember you get that sweet set of armor, so let's go. Because really, in terms of stuff that's left in the game that I'm really keen for, it's really just the main story and Shivering Isles. That's it. We've done all the factions. Obviously, there's still like the Daedric quests and stuff like that. I'm not sure how much I want to go into it. I'm pretty content, I think, just covering the main beats.
Hear me, O people of Cyrodiil! I am Cyrodiil come, he said, old Riemann, born from the earth. Oh my! To what do I owe this honor? I am but a humble prophet. What business do you have with me?
I don't know if a prophet would go around calling themselves a prophet. Alright, tell me about the chapel attack.
This is only the beginning. Umar is dying breath.
Who's Umaril?
Umaril the Unfeathered, the sorcerer king of the Aelids, who ruled over this land for long ages before the rise of men.
Is this the same voice actor as Shaboraf?
Whitestrake. But Umaril's spirit
Let me have a look on my phone.
survived,
What's this guy?
and now he has returned to seek vengeance upon the gods.
Alright, who attacked the chapel?
Do you understand nothing? The blood speaks. I can read the ancient runes if you cannot. As uibala, umarale el nada rakuva. In the Aeliad tongue, by the eternal power of Umaril, the mortal gods shall be cast down. A curse upon Umaril's ancient foes, and a threat.
Alright, so how do we stop him?
Alas, Umaril cannot be stopped.
Oh, well.
Not without the aid of the gods, not without the Crusaders' relics. Without a champion, the gods are powerless to act. But who among us is worthy to wield the divine Crusaders' weaponry?
I will quest for the relics.
You would quest for the holy panoply of Pelinal Whitestrake? The legendary relics that have been sought by mighty warriors throughout the ages? Are you a worthy knight?
I'm the hero of Kavach.
Well then, hail, hero of Kavach!
Yes, it is Sheogorath's voice actor. Thank you.
Let me add one more voice to the never-ending chorus of praise. I'm sure one of your many devotees will be able to guide you on your way to find the Crusaders' relics.
Oh. I don't think I was meant to say that. Crusaders' relics?
The weapons and armor of Pelinal Whitestrake, Alicia's comrade.
I think I was meant to say I'm nobody or whatever.
By the 8 divines. He went alone into the White Gold Tower, challenged the Aeliad sorcerer King Umaril to single combat, and slew him. Alas, Umaril was not truly slain, but only
We don't know much
cast
about the
beyond
Aeliads still.
bounds of Nirn. And now he has returned to wreak his vengeance upon the gods, as was prophesied by Pelinal himself with his dying breath. Only a true knight, wielding the holy relics of the divine Crusader, has a chance to defeat Umaril. But alas for Tamriel, the Crusader's relics have been lost for many an age. Who now can succeed in the quest for the relics, where the greatest knights of legend all failed?
Alright, quest for the relics.
Are you a worthy knight?
No, I have no claim to fame.
Let the gods be the judge of that. I cannot see into men's heart. I see only their words and deeds.
How can I find the relics?
The gods grant insight to those they deem worthy. Why and how they act is not predictable. What I can tell you is that, traditionally, knights who wish to quest for the relics would walk the Pilgrim's Way, travel to the way shrines of the 9 divines, pray to each of the gods in turn, and ask their favor upon your quest. If the gods deem you worthy, you will be granted a sign. Go forth with the 9's blessings.
Alright.
May the 8 and 1 guide your steps.
Alright, so they did give me a map, thankfully. So there's no quest markers for this, I believe. I'm pretty sure it's just literally a case of... Yeah. Okay. Oh god. Alright. I'm gonna open the map on my phone, and I'm gonna overlay it onto this. 9 Divines map. Way Shrine map. So I've got the map on my phone, and I'm gonna put markers down. Hopefully I can put down multiple markers. Okay, it's somewhere over here. Ah, frick. Well. Alright, well, it looks like I'm going to be using my phone to guide the way. I don't really want to keep opening the book. I was hoping I could put down, every little marker, but alas. It's kind of weird they don't let you put multiple markers, but I suppose they feel like it would be too cluttered, maybe? Would it stuff up navigation? Not really. I mean, if you put them down, you know where they are. That would have been my 2 cents, but... This is going to take quite a while, I think. Because either we fast travel everywhere, I have to go through all the fast travel loading screens, or we walk, and we have to walk. I don't know which one's worse. It seems like, just looking at the map, it looks like they're mostly, relatively close to cities. I wonder what the intended path is, because it's called the Pilgrim's Way. Like, I could imagine you could start near Anvil. Arke, Mara, Debella, Akatosh. I guess Kirineth, Julianus, Tellus, Zenith, Ostenda? I don't know. Well, if you're gonna give me free food items, I will take those. Are you growing anything else? Is this corn? It is corn. Corn is such a strange plant, isn't it? I mean, one of the infamous qualities of corn is that, you know, it doesn't get digested properly. Okay, it looks like it's somewhere around here. But I think that's how, in the wild, corn propagates, right? Because it doesn't get digested. I think the idea is that animals eat it, and then they poop it, and then it grows. Something to that effect. Well, it's going to be, like, essentially a podcast episode, I think, just about. As I would try and find these... Yeah, so I've essentially just got the map, the book map, on my phone in front of me. Because I don't really want to be opening up the book every 2 seconds. Sorry, mountain lion. Okay, we're already struggling to find shrine number 1. This isn't a good sign. By the mountain line? Yep. I know that guy that's like, let's go hunt for mountain lions, was here. He's a good lad. Aha! There it is. How far off was I? Quite a bit. I think the map of Oblivion is just a bit bigger than I give it credit. I know it's not an enormous map, but... I don't know, is it bigger than Skyrim's map? It might be. It probably feels smaller than Skyrim's map, because... Okay, the next one is near Skingred, it looks like. It's somewhere around here. I think we will just walk. I prayed to the way shrine of Arcade. Hello, wolf. Hey, my light armor skill went up. I don't know. At this distance, it probably is worth. It probably is worth teleporting. But I think when I was a kid, I didn't even remember how I did this, to be honest. Because when I played this game, I was probably like 15, something like that. And yes, I do consider that a kid. So if anybody's watching this is like, I'm 15, I'm old. You're not old. I'm not saying I was 15 when the game came out. I'm saying I was 15 when I played it. When I got Skyrim... I'm sure I played it on the Xbox 360 first. And truth be told, I don't know how I did it. Was Meridia's Quest the one that gave me the, Oh, it's literally right here. Was Meridia's Quest the one that gave me the Ring of Khajiit? I think it might have been. I will need another Daedric artifact. I remember that one of the main story quests, Martin's like, hey bro, I need a Daedric artifact. No time to explain. Okay, this one is like somewhere around here. Ah, right next to Wayne and Priory. Priory, not Priority. Well, I've already got 2, so we're off to a pretty rockin' start. Actually, I remember this questline being quite surprisingly long, considering it's basically just it's essentially just a quest for armor, basically. That's the long and short of it. I don't even know if the equipment's better than what I've currently got. I suspect it probably isn't, but it's still worth trying to get. Oh boy. Oh boy, the frame rate. There we go. Yeah, something's happened with, I don't know whether it's my PC or the game performance, but it was significantly better, and now it's significantly worse. I think probably the only time that it's been this bad is when I tried to stream the game. Okay, I really don't think I should have taken full damage from that. I think that might have been the frame rate. Yeah, continue your penance. That's Dibella. Very nice. Next one is Akatosh, which is just to the south of Bruma. It's like somewhere around here, it looks like. Alright, we're already 3 out of 9. Unless you're an Ultima, then you go 3 out of 8, because you won't go to the Shrine of Talos, because you're like, Talos isn't a real god. There's only 8 divines. I still don't really get what the whole deal with 9 divines or 8 divines is. Like, I get it, but I also don't get it. Like, what do I mean by I get it, but I don't get it? Like, I understand that, like, for the Altmar, to recognize Talos is, like, bad, because he was a man. And by a man, I mean he wasn't an elf. God, like, this is rough. But I don't see why they care what the Imperials worship. Like, are they really so insecure that they're like, no, 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 nobody can worship this guy? Like, I would think they have bigger fish to fry than to care about, you know, whether humans are worshipping the right amount of divines. I don't know, maybe that's just me. I'm probably going to die from fall damage because I can barely control my movement. Okay, that's Akatosh. Let's go do Kinnereth next. Kinnereth is... I think somewhere around here. That's what it looks like. And we could do Julianos first. Julianos looks like is somewhere like... Oh, God. Julianos is somewhere around here. We could probably walk to Kinnereth's one after that. I think that's a distance that I'm willing to walk. The rest of these are all relatively close together, actually. But yeah, I don't really get why the Altmer are so... Unless Oblivion is one of those universes where it's like worship equals power. So like, faith is actually like a weapon or a tool. Because if you believe in something, you actually are giving it power. Some RPG settings have that sort of idea. Oh, hello, Mr. Bear. Or Mrs. Bear, as the case may be. Oh, you are paralyzed. And you are dead. It's nice being able to recover all your arrows. Playing Skyrim and recovering less than half of the arrows that you shoot out is kind of crazy. That looks like a Spriggan. Yes, that is most assuredly a Spriggan. Good shot. One shot, one kill. Oh, there was a tavern here, but it's... It's not a tavern. All things alchemical. This is an alchemy lab. This is the kind of environmental storytelling that not a lot of games get right. But Bethesda, I will, to their credit, I know I talk a lot of shit about Bethesda. They are, in my opinion, they are really good at environmental storytelling like this. Just these like little, I don't know what to call them. Are they like tableaus? They're little somethings. Just these little micro stories. They do these really well. Like, you don't need to have like an exposition dump. Like, seeing a sign saying it was an alchemy store and then the place being blown up, that tells me what happened. Like, it was obviously an alchemist was living there, tried an experiment, it went wrong, blew everything up. That's the sort of thing that Bethesda really does well. They do some really good environmental storytelling. That's a hill that I will die on. I will defend Bethesda's environmental storytelling any day. Like, admittedly, environmental storytelling I think is probably a bit easier than, you know, crafting like a really in-depth narrative or anything like that. I don't think you can deny that, but it is still an impressive skill. God only knows where that other arrow that I fired went. Okay. Let's zoom in a bit more. Looks like it may be more this sort of area. Jeez, there's really no reason for this frame rate right now, game. Really no reason for this. Alright. I think I'll tweak my settings a bit more. Alright, quality level, just chuck it on low. That's fine. There we go. It must have, upscaled the settings. I think, I haven't played this since, I updated to Windows 11. Yeah. Maybe... It's still pretty bad. Maybe, my PC thought it was capable of more. Said, I have a Windows 11 PC now, I can do anything. To which I say, no. You can do even less, I think, now than what you could before. Because the problem is that now it's got all this extra crap running in the background. Like, I open up Task Manager and it's like, oh, Xbox is running. Microsoft Edge is open. I'm just like, I didn't click on either of these things. I don't want either of these things. But there they are, running in the background. Taking up, like, some of my precious computer memory. Okay, the Shrine to Kinnereth is up next. So, it looks like it's somewhere around here. And I think that probably the best way to do this is to just walk. It looks like it's on the shore of, like, that tiny little lake. That is a troll. I kind of hate that I can only get 3x sneak attack multipliers, but I do also recognize that it's still a very strong build. How? How did I miss? I think I'm probably too used to using the, holy fuck. I'm too used to using the crossbow in Skyrim, which has a... It doesn't really have an arc, it just kind of shoots. Okay, I really don't need these steel arrows. No. Or the iron arrows. Just absolutely do not need that shit right now. Light Raiment of Valor. I really should probably just get rid of the Raiment of Valor. Realistically, I'm not using it, let's be honest. I'm not going back to the arena anytime soon, if ever. Same as some of the other stuff in my bag, I should probably just sell it. And you can say, well, just buy a house and put your stuff in there. It's like, well, I could, but I don't really care that much. I'm not so much of a loot goblin. So I know I've hit some of these shrines before, but I suspect that they don't count until you actually start this quest. Because would it not otherwise be entirely possible to just start the quest and the pilgrim's like, oh, you already did the pilgrimage? Well. Ain't that curious. Jeez. I'm sorry that this performance is freaking so ass today. It shouldn't be, it really shouldn't be. Like, I thought they patched the performance. They made it better. Well, evidently not. Not improved enough. We are, like, in the Great Outdoors, which is the worst performing area, because it's loading a huge swath of territory. Yeah, I think this game was really the wake-up call that, like, I need to upgrade my PC, because I thought for sure I would be able to easily run this. I'm like, Skyrim runs pretty well. And by pretty well, I mean it runs flawlessly. I mean, to be fair, the game is 14 years old at this point. But, yeah, just doesn't run. Freaking hell. For God's sake. Ah, freaking hell. I'm gonna get brutalized by these wolves. Oh my god. Alright, well I have no idea where the other arrow went. Alright, wherefore art thou, shrine? There it is. I was pretty close with my my marker for this, actually. There we go, I've created the Way Shrine of Kinnereth. Alright. So next up, these three last ones are in, like, basically a straight line. So Talos is, like, here, I want to say? Alright, we'll try that. It's a bit hard to see, this one, because the roads aren't drawn properly on the map. Like, half of the roads aren't in that section for some reason. Because the rest of the map, the roads are all there. But this part, a big chunk of the road's missing. There's an Oblivion gate next to this, isn't there? Yes, there is. If I nailed it, I would be very impressed. There's no way I nailed it, though. Minotaurs? Looks like it. God. Minotaur of the Grove. Welcome to San Andreas. I'm CJ from Grove Street. I think that's it. It's right there, yeah. Okay, that was actually not too bad. This area has way too much nastiness here to want to navigate through here if I can help it. Come on. Make sure I have Talos. There we go. Next one is Zenithar. It's just to the north of... Is it Leowin? No, Breville. It's like around here, I believe. So Zenithar and Stendarr are the last two. Which I'm pretty sure I've gotten both of these before. So it must not be counting that I've touched them already. Touched. Touched, but the word touched makes me think of the show Touched by an Angel. I don't know if you guys ever saw that show. Oh, it's literally right here. Touched by an Angel was an interesting show. It's one of those shows, because back in the day, bit of Kaz lore for you guys who may or may not care. Where is this? This one's tricky. It's like around here, I think. I used to watch a lot of really shitty sitcoms and stuff like that. Because after school I would spend time at my grandparents' house. Like, waiting for my parents to take me home. But they didn't have a computer, mind you, right? So, I was with them, and I'd watch all these shitty sitcoms while I waited until, like, you know, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, sometimes even later, for my parents to come pick me up. So I'd watch shows like Cheers and bloody Becca. What else? Frasier, I think, might have been even been on at one point. Just like all these shitty US sitcoms. And occasionally they'd have like the more serious stuff. Well, serious, you know, being perhaps not the best word to describe it, but like dramas, right? As opposed to sitcoms. And Touched by an Angel was one of those. Oh, you're evil. Are you a bandit? You are. Why do you have glass armor? Holy shit. You have Tadric arrows. I like that. Glass cuirass, glass dagger, huntsman's leather pants, which doesn't even give any armor, and then mithril boots. Okay, I feel like this one's going to be a little trickier. But yeah, Touched by an Angel was one of those shows, and it was basically like the plot was, some character was going through, oh there it is, was going through some kind of hardship, and the main characters were all like angels, and they would like direct them and help them, you know, get their life back on track or whatever. It was, interesting. Hey, rejoice, you completed the pilgrimage of the 9 way shrines, and your sins have been washed clean. Very nice. Alright, I've prayed at the way shrine of Stendar. I've completed my pilgrimage to the way shrines of the Divines. I should pray and wait for a vision to guide me on my quest for the Crusaders' relics.
Hail, knight! You seek my relics with a worthy heart.
This is Sheogorath again. I love how it's Wes Johnson. I looked up the name. It's this guy did like all the voices. I think he also did Stop You Violated the Law.
Me from my endless dream. Or perhaps you have entered my dream and I still sleep. I think others have sometimes spoken to me. Others like you, but my memory is doubtful. Perhaps the others came after you. Your need must be great for the gods to allow us to speak.
I always thought this armor was so cool.
Has Umaril the Accursed found a way back? The foulest of a foul race. 1,000 curses upon his unholy name. I thought I'd won, but I should have known. The slave masters are a cunning breed. Umaril found a way to cheat death as I could not. If you would seek for my relics, I know little that can help you. All that has passed since my death is like mist that my mind cannot take hold of. My friends built a shrine upon the site of my death, where the elves tormented me in a final act of revenge.
The elves. So it's not the Aelids?
I can show you where it once stood. Perhaps it is there still. Fare thee well, Sir Knight. May the gods grant you to destroy Umaril utterly, as I failed to do.
Well, we shall try. So I think you have to go through like a bunch of different trials to get all the pieces. Upon completing my pilgrimage to the Way Shrines, I received a vision from the Design Crusader Pelinold Whitestrake. He revealed the location of his lost shrine, which is where I should begin my search for the relics of the Crusader. By search, I meant quest. Alright, so where is this? It's over here. That's curious. It's in the middle of the water? Alright, if you say so. I didn't remember that there was like an actual in-depth story. I thought it was basically just, hey, we need a new Crusader, like, go get the stuff. I do remember the pilgrimage being a key part of it. But I didn't remember the whole, I guess I didn't really know what the Aylids were and stuff like that back then. I wasn't as aware of Elder Scrolls lore. As perhaps I am now. Kind of surprised that they never did like something like this for Oblivion. Oblivion. Skyrim. The only thing that resembled like the you know, small plug-in type DLCs for Skyrim was the Hearthhome DLC. Which was, you know, buying and building your own house, which I thought was actually kind of cool. You know, I will defend that DLC. It's not spectacular, but it's fun enough. Is it actually underwater? It totally is underwater. If I'm gonna drown, I can just put on my fin gleam. I didn't need it. Should recover our arrows. And we have no excuse now. The performance will be much better now that we're indoors. Ooh, you lived. Ah, because it just did base damage, not boosted. I still don't know why you can get a sneak attack critical for 1x damage. Like, did they really not want bows to be, like, usable? Okay. Map? Yeah, I was pretty sure this was a way forward, but how do I open this? Well, I've alerted somebody on the other side somehow. So I'm probably looking for like a switch or something, maybe. Yeah, the enemies are much more willing to chase you in this game than in Skyrim. They kind of lose sight of you quite quickly in Skyrim, which I kind of prefer. I think it's a bit annoying that you have to, like, completely lose enemies like this. Did I pick up all the stones when it opens? Oh, the buttons are right there. Ah, shit. And you can't recover your arrows from those guys. What have I got that's so bloody heavy? I guess I got a ton of alchemy ingredients, that probably doesn't help. But I feel like it shouldn't be weighing all this much. I was kind of hoping that some of those hammers would break, but... I mean, I really don't need these Welkin stones. I don't even know what a Welkin stone does, to be honest. I don't know whether it's like a soul gem or it's like an MP restore or what. Elated cask. Yeah, I don't really be needing more items. Like, at the end of the day, I've got tons of money. One. That's one. I've got tons of money. And two, I've maxed out my mercantile skills, so I actually don't benefit from improving my... I really don't benefit from selling stuff anymore. Like, obviously it's nice to get the big number go up, all that sort of stuff, but I really don't need the money, to be honest. Oh wait, so the Elven sacrilege was that they built a ruin over his tomb? Is that... How old was this guy? How ancient is this guy that... An Ayleid ruin was built on top of his tomb, and that is now ancient. That's kind of crazy. It's like the relationship, and I've talked about this multiple times. I feel like in my streaming time, streaming and content creation, like when the Romans arrived to the pyramids, the pyramids were to the Romans what the Romans are to us in terms of like chronology. It's actually like bonkers as hell.